Hello, curious people. I asked you what you want to see next, and you asked for LGBTQ plus talk. So here I am to fulfill your request as promised. If you missed this week's voting, don't worry, you can go and vote on next week's voting, which will be up on my Instagram either on Saturday or Sunday. So if you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead and do that. I have a link in my channel's description, so you won't miss the next time I'm doing a vote. This is the second episode of the Learning About the LGBTQ plus community series. In this episode, I'll talk about 4 terms from the gender identity section of the community. In the community, there are umbrella terms. For example, there's the transgender umbrella, which refers to all the gender identities in the community, except cisgender, which I'll explain about in just a second. The 4 terms that I'll be talking about are cisgender, like in the first episode where I talked about straight heterosexual, just to set the basics and for a warm-up. Then there's then there's transgender, and then there's non-binary, and then at the very end, gender fluid. So, let me explain. Cisgender is a person who was born male or female and feel like either a girl or a boy. If they were born male, then they feel like a boy, and that's why cisgender, because they feel like the gender they were born with. Transgender is a person who was born, again, either male or female, and feel like he or she are the opposite gender of what they were assigned at birth. The baby could be assigned with the gender of a girl, and they will have always felt like they were a boy and they were born in the wrong body. Same thing goes for babies who were assigned with the gender boy and always felt like they were a girl, and again, were born in the wrong body. Next, we have non-binary. Bear with me, this is a bit tricky. So non-binary is basically a person who is not a girl and not a guy, but also both of them. Usually, you want to refer to them, their pronouns will be they, them. By the way, about pronouns, I'll explain about it in the next episode, because it's a whole other thing. And then, at last, we got gender fluid, which is basically a person who was either born a male or female, it doesn't matter. Each day, they feel like a different gender, which means today is Friday, they feel like they're a boy. Tomorrow is Saturday, they might feel like a girl, or still feel like a boy. You should always ask them what their preferred pronouns for the exact day that you are talking to them, because they are gender fluid, which means their gender is always fluid, always moving, always changing. I hope this helps. Also, like I said in the first episode, these explanations of the terms or definitions are in general, not obviously every person is different and every person experiences it differently. Not every person who is non-binary will want you to refer to them as they, them. They could be non-binary people who there are non-binary people who will tell you that their preferred pronouns is he, they, or they, she. Also, again, you should always ask, and this should be normalized to ask someone what's their gender, because not someone who would look to you as if they are a girl makes sense, because that's probably their assigned gender, or they're trans and you don't know that. It doesn't matter, it's their private life, but you should always ask, because maybe they're still in the closet, and if so, they probably won't tell you the truth, but still, you should always ask, because everyone's different, and standard gender is outdated. It's not like that. It never has been, actually. So I hope you enjoyed this video and it helped you a little. You can always go back and watch a specific definition if you want. Yeah, I really enjoyed filming it. The reason why I'm wearing makeup, it's because it's Friday night. So yeah, have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye, guys.